Hello and welcome back to another Computer Sluggish tutorial. Before we get started, have you subscribed to my YouTube channel yet? If not, be sure to click on the big red subscribe button on my main page. And once you have done this, don't forget to click on that bell to be the first to get notified when I upload a new video. In today's video, I will be showing you how to set up Geforce Experience to record your games. To start off with, first we need to open up Geforce Experience, and to do this all you need to do is go down to the bottom right hand corner of your screen and click on the up arrow. You now need to right click on the Nvidia logo and then go to Geforce Experience, and once it has opened we now need to go across to the settings. And we now need to enable in-game overlay. And once we have done that, you will now see that pressing Alt and Z will bring up a menu. I'm going to go ahead and do that now just to show you what it looks like. And that's what the menu looks like. Straight away, we have three options. We have instant replay, record and broadcast. Instant replay means that if I get an amazing kill in Battlefield, I can then press instant replay, which will then record the last 5 minutes, the last 2 minutes, or the last 10 seconds, depending on what setting I have it on. Record means that it will continue recording the entire game until you stop recording. And broadcast just lets you stream to any of the streaming websites like YouTube and Twitch. We now need to click on instant replay, and we need to go to turn off. Because if we don't turn off instant replay, we can't adjust the settings. Once you have turned off instant replay, we can now click on it again and then go to settings. In here, we can adjust all the settings for our instant replay. And at the very top, our first setting is how long we would like it to record for. For example, at the minute I have it on 15 seconds, which means when I hit instant replay, it's going to record the last 15 seconds of footage. We can actually turn this all the way up to a maximum of 20 minutes, which will also take up 9 gig of hard drive space. But this feature is all about recording the last 2 minutes or maybe a minute. You don't really need to go with 2 minutes. I normally go with 1 minute because when you get an amazing kill, like, I don't know, you get a 360 kill on Call of Duty, you want to record that last 30 seconds of footage, and then you can put it straight into your montage, which is why we want to have it on the minimum. You can also change the quality of the footage. I currently have mine on custom at 60 frames per second. I've got the resolution on in-game and I have the bitrate on 60. But if your computer does struggle a bit, you can change it to medium, low, or you can even have it on high. This does also adjust the size of the file. As you can see at the minute on high, it's on 375 meg. If I change it to low, it will only take up 112 meg. But like I said, I have mine on custom. You can also change the resolution as well. You could have it all the way up at 1440p, or you can have it at 4K. It's totally up to you. The frame rate, unfortunately, at the minute, you can only choose between 30 and 60 frames per second. Also, I did forget to mention, these are the same settings for your main recording as well. For example, if we go save now and go across to record and go onto the settings, it's the exact same settings. It will still use the same quality, frames per second and resolution as we set in our instant replay. You now need to turn instant replay back on. And if I just click on instant replay, you can now see we have the save option, or we can press Alt and F10. We can now go across to broadcast, and you can simply click on settings again. And we can then choose where we'd like to stream our footage to. You can choose from Facebook, Twitch and YouTube. We can then choose the quality of our stream. And then we could go even to custom and change the resolution if we want. You can't change the frame rate, unfortunately. We can change the bit rate if we want. And you also have a few overlay options here as well, which you can choose, for example, a photo file and just have it overlay on your video. We can also choose down the bottom which Twitch server we would like to stream to. Once you have finished changing all that as well, if you do want to stream that is, we can now go to the right hand side and we can click on settings. We can now go down to keyboard shortcuts. And in here we can choose our keyboard shortcuts. For example, here on record, we can change our toggle instant replay on and off. Alt, Shift and F10 is what you'd quickly press when you get an amazing kill. And like I said, it record the last like 10 seconds or whatever you set it to. We then have Alt and F9, which will manually record until we turn it off again. And then down the bottom here, we have lots of broadcast options. And we have our general keyboard settings here at the top. If you don't like using Alt instead to bring up the overlay, you can change that to whatever you want. Once you've changed all that, we can then go to our HUD layout and we can change the position of our status indicators. For example, the first one basically tells us that we have started recording and we're not recording, or we have just saved our last 10 seconds of footage, or we haven't. We can then also enable an FPS counter if we want. We can also turn on how many people are currently watching our stream, and we can also turn on the comments. If we go back, we can now go to recordings and we can choose where we'd like our video files to be saved. At the minute, I do have my video files to be saved in my videos on my computer, which is the best place I find. It will also create a independent folder for each game you record in. For example, if I record a bit of footage in Battlefield 1, it will then create a folder for Battlefield 1. If I do a recording in Call of Duty, it will create a folder automatically for Call of Duty. And that is about it with the Geforce Experience. It's, to me, I absolutely love it. I find it really handy when I want to record my gameplay clips. I really do recommend it. I hope this tutorial did help. If it did, hit the like button below and subscribe for more computer sluggish tutorials.